Well, first and foremost, I want to give Maine credit for playing an exceptional ball game today. It wasn't pretty on either side, but their guys did an outstanding job of competing. I thought their starting pitcher did an excellent job. Their bullpen was very good. They mixed pitches, they competed, and they found a way to get it done. So you got to give those guys a lot of credit. They out-hit us, and they pitched exceptionally well tonight. It was a tough ball game. It was a tight game. Obviously a tie ball game going into the seventh. And one of the things that championship level teams do is they win the last 9 outs of the ball game. And we put ourselves in a position to where we could have done that. We had some tough luck, obviously, on a fly ball that Pender and Beard just lost with 2 outs to give them the winning run. But again, you give them credit. They kept fighting. They kept finding a way to get guys on base and putting pressure on our pitching staff. But I thought we pitched exceptionally well. When you look at our numbers, we walked 1 guy and struck out 14. I thought that Charlie Barnes and Alex Eubanks did an outstanding job. But in tight ball games, it's the little things that'll get you beat. And we made 2 errors tonight that cost us 2 runs. But again, you got to give Maine credit. They outplayed us tonight. We got to bounce back and be ready to go tomorrow and try to even the series.
Their starter, the way that he was able to change speeds, I thought really that was what kept everybody off balance.
Well, he changed speeds, and their whole every guy they ran out there did a really nice job. I thought the guys that they pitched tonight, all 4 of them, were pretty dang good. But we got to, we've got to do a little better job too of trying to make some adjustments to how teams are pitching us, and also battling a little better with 2 strikes. We struck out too much tonight. Struck out 11 times, but again, you got to give their guys credit. They executed pitches and did a really good job.
The 2 fly balls, and you got 3 guys out there who've not played in this outfield. Do you attribute it to that at all, or is it just they just lost it?
It's just that time of night. Any time you're getting to where it's close to being dark out there, it's tough to see, and we've seen it in practice. We've seen it where when the ball goes up, it's just tough to see. It's not an excuse, it's part of the game. We're not going to make excuses for anything, but it was just a tough ball to see, and unfortunately Pender is a very good outfielder, lost the ball, and it's just tough luck on our part.
How impressed were you with Weston Wilson at second base tonight?
I thought he was unbelievable. You look at it. He saved 2 runs. I thought. He saved a run up the middle earlier in the ball game, and then went to his left and made a really nice play to save another run. So, Wes, again, I've said it from the time that we made the move that he's a totally different guy at second base, and I thought he was the best defender on the field tonight by far.
I know you mentioned earlier about the pitching, but can you talk about Charlie and how he did in his first weekend start?
I think Charlie did outstanding. I really do. Even when you look at the inning in the third where they scored a couple runs, he still got soft contact. And that's the thing that we preach to our guys is just pound the strike zone and try to get soft contact, and sometimes they fall. But I thought Charlie threw very, very well. He gave us everything that we needed in a first start, and Eubanks was outstanding out of the pen. I couldn't have asked for a better outing by either one of those guys. I think the biggest thing that hurt us tonight is we just were unable to put together enough quality at bats. I thought we were going to get off to a great start after the first, and in the second, we're swinging the bat good, laying off the pitches out of the zone, and then give their pitching staff credit. They started mixing pitches more, and we fell behind in the count some and then chasing pitches out of the zone, which that's what good pitchers do. Good pitching staffs do that. We just got to do a little better job of making some adjustments as the game goes on.
Is it disappointing in the 7th and 9th inning, you get guys on, you got part of your order coming up, just can't come up with a timeline?
Yeah, everybody in that dugout's a competitor, and you feel really good when you got the middle of the order coming up and we've got guys on base. Again, we try to get the time and the winning run up to the plate, and we did that. So I give our guys credit for that. But you got to give them credit again for making pitches and making plays when they had to do it. we had our chances. We just couldn't come up with that big punch when we needed it.
Do you anticipate any changes for tomorrow in the lineup or anything?
You know, we'll look at it. We'll look at the matchup on the mound. You know, they're going with another right-hander, and we'll see if there's anything that we want to change in terms of you know, the order or anything. I haven't had a chance to really, you know, process that quite yet and talk to our coaches, but I'll you know, we're going to look at that here in a little bit and see if there's any changes that we want to make into the lineup. I don't anticipate a lot of changes, but you know, we could possibly make a move or two.
What'd you think of Beers, just first look at other teams pitching?
You know, I thought Beard did. I thought he did fine. You know, he's a guy that, you know, he hit a ball pretty good to left field tonight, and took some pretty good swings with 2 strikes. You know, he hits the ball to all fields pretty well. I thought he did just fine. So, you know, Seth's a very composed kid. I didn't think the moment was too big for him, and I was pleased with him.
Anything else?